This is Austin Drake with Move Free. In this exercise, we're going to use the kettlebell here and work on loading the back of the hip. So you're going to get into this 90-90 position in the hips here. Take your kettlebell, okay, get in front. I'm going to use this hand as sort of a kickstand to kind of support me. And then I'm going to take the kettlebell here with my other hand and put it on my upper back. Okay, so then now I'm going to come down into my hip. I should feel a stretch on the back side of this right hip here. And we want this to be more of a focus on the eccentric component, okay? But I want to make sure I'm feeling it on the back of the hip. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of explore and make sure I can feel some tension on the back side of that right hip. If I'm feeling any like pinching in the groin here, then I may need to loosen the hip up a little bit first. I don't want to go straight to this exercise. But if I can move effectively and I'm feeling a stretch on the back side of this hip, then I'm probably okay to do this. Now, when I set this up initially, I want to make sure I'm nice and tall. I'm going to find the angle that I want to go, and then I'm going to actively drive, squeeze my buttock basically, and drive my leg and my shin and my knee down into the floor. Then from there, I'm going to use that muscle in the buttock. I'm going to slowly lower myself down, keeping the back straight until I get a fairly intense stretch on the back of the hip. At that point, I'm going to pause and hold that stretch for about 10 seconds. Okay, after about 10 seconds, I can do one of two things. I can push myself back by pushing the floor away from me, or if I'm using a pretty heavy weight, I might just use my other hand and kind of assist myself back up. Okay. When I'm doing this, we can do this at multiple angles. Okay, so I could come straight forward like this. I could come at this angle. I could come at this angle. I could explore many different parts of that hip. So initially, pick the angle where you get the most amount of movement, okay? And then do several reps there, right? Fatigue that out, and then feel free to explore and hit some other angles so we catch different parts of that hip. All right? Eccentric loading of the back of the hip.